Hey guys, it's Ricardo Robinson-Shinall with On a Water Break, and I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Bart Woodley.
Everyone, bring it in. It's time for a water break.
Bart Woodley from WGI, who is the WGI Director of Operations, right?
You got it.
And we are here at the WGI Circuit Symposium right now. Bart, tell us a little bit about the Circuit Symposium.
Well, it's since COVID, we have not had this meeting, but this meeting is a direct gathering of all the admin for all of the circuits across the country. As WGI is the overarching umbrella, obviously on a local level, there's millions more groups, right?
Yes, yeah.
And so we try to bring this team of admin together so that they can share their knowledge. We can tell them some of the things and the projects we have coming up, and we can all get better at what we're doing.
Yeah. So some of the topics this weekend that we discussed, as one of the biggest ones was safety and security.
100%.
And, you know, as a circuit partner and dealing with what happened last year with the Texas school shooting during a winter guard competition, I noticed that WGI is taking a lot of steps and precautions to make sure that people understand this. What is happening in the office level right now? Some of the initiatives that you guys are doing at WGI headquarters to make sure that circuits and performances are safe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It is a number one concern for us, of course. And so we have been re-examining all of our policies with our event partners, the people who are actually hosting the shows for us. And on a circuit level, they have the same thing. And looking at asking them the right questions ahead of time of what is the plan? What are there going to be a resource officer available, or is there police? Do you have a clear bag policy? There's lots of steps that you see in arena events that can apply to our events as well. So in our office, it's been a constant conversation of, are these going to be requirements, suggestions?
Right.
What's affordable?
Right.
Where are we? And we were thrilled to hear that at this point, with a small survey sample, but there was 89% of the shows that we would be hosting that did have something in place, a resource officer or on security on site. So some of the schools are taking care of that for all of us. And then it's a challenge for, if that school doesn't have that policy, how can the circuit come in or WGI come in and have policy that will protect everyone at that event?
And speaking of protection, another one of the big topics was the Participant Protection Program. Or, did I say that right? The PPP.
You got it. 3P.
With Dr. Will Frankenberger.
That's right.
Huge initiative taken on by WGI for the safety of both the performers and instructors, staff, all of those things. Can you highlight some of those things that we talked about with that?
But he just explained that essentially we're creating our own curriculum at this point. The safe sport classes that we did were awesome, but we have some unique challenges within the marching arts that maybe don't fit into that model. So we felt it would be better education if we could help create that ourselves.
Yeah.
So there will be a 4-step classes. And right now, we've rolled out the very first class. That's the requirement that groups participating with WGI have as a replacement to that safe sport model. And then he also has done amazing work with some of the resources that he has. He's made independent contractor contracts that like the independent groups can use with staffs. He's got best practice guides. He has really just taken it to heart and done an outstanding job to get our community the resources that we need to be better at this and be more educated.
I did take a look yesterday at some of those best practices guides, and they're short, sweet, colorful little documents that work everywhere for everything. So I'm hoping that instructors really get on the bandwagon and start using those. Lastly, one of the things that I thought was the most interesting was a roundtable discussion that the circuits did last night. And coming from a large circuit in Florida, we have several circuits that we're calling boutique circuits now because they are smaller and they deal with a smaller number of people. We noticed that different circuits have different challenges. Some, struggle in one area, others struggle in others. WGI as a unifying body for all of that, how is the organization making sure that all of the circuit's needs are being met?
Yes.
I know that's a big question.
Well, yeah, that is a loaded question. We can't make sure every need is met, but we do feel it is our responsibility to provide as much information as possible. And so having an event like this is one of those steps, because we can sometimes speak on a level that might not work for a circuit that has 15 groups that want to participate in it. You know,
Yeah.
the challenges are just so great. So you're 100% correct that the roundtables is one of the best parts of this, because they can find people that are their same size and be like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to you about how are you doing this, this, and this. And collectively, all of our knowledge coming together makes everybody better and providing better experiences for all the groups.
Yeah, and I will say that last night, those conversations continued after the meeting was officially over into the bar, and we all continued having those discussions over drinks, which was a whole lot more fun. So, Bart,
no, thanks for coming. That's great.
Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're not
done.
The best part.
So
right?
we do this thing with our guests. It's a tradition with
Yes.
On a Water Break, and it's called What Are We Doing? This
Yes.
is where you get to rant on something in the pageantry arts world that we should be doing, or why are we still doing this, whatever. So I'm going to ask you the age-old question, what are we doing?
This was a challenge, but it came to me quickly. Just from our perspective, I would give a rant of what are we doing, not reading the packet.
That hardest. As
which is, and I say this with, you know, grace and humility, I suppose, but we as a circuit, as an organization, we will try to provide you with as much info as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And often we find that the instructors just aren't reading the stuff.
Yes.
And
it's in there.
It is in there. And I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot.
In a book. Yeah.
You know, and it's easy to say, well, did you read the packet? And I kind of hate that, because we want to be more customer service oriented than that. But it also is like, you can save yourself a lot of headaches. Mm-hmm. If it's a lot. I get it, but check it out.
And lastly, Bart, what are you gushing and going about right now?
I'm gushing and going. I'm gushing and going about, we estimated that this great gathering of circuits is servicing 154,000 young performers.
That's a huge number.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And I think that's just a testament to everyone's determination to continue post-COVID to make sure that these opportunities are available for the youth.
Yeah.
And it's so important. It's changed so many lives. We know about it. I'm with
one of those people.
And it's just growing and growing at the times when we need it the most. Yeah. So, woohoo. Yes. Let's go.
Well, Bart, thank you so much for joining me
yes.
today. You guys, check out, we are going to do a special bonus episode of On a Water Break with some of the circuit leadership that was here at the meeting this week. And we're just going to talk about some of the things that were talked about in this meeting. So we hope that you join us on a water break.